Hey folks, Dumark the Artist coming at you once again from outside of my hidden bunker, deep within the bowels of the city. Once again, taking a nice, healthy stroll as I go about my business in some parts. I'm still kind of thinking about the whole, Streetwalker-Gate. If I had to put a name to it. Where, we saw that video of a woman who was walking down the streets of Manhattan for about 10 hours. And, people are all upset about the fact that she was catcalled and, lusted after, and, guys were behaving like jerks, and I acknowledge that, But I think part of the problem with the video is that it's not necessarily completely accurate. One of the things that I've learned growing up is that, number one, if a person says hello to you, it's considered polite, and it's considered, basically it's considered good manners to say hello or good morning back. Not necessarily to indulge a lengthy, drawn-out conversation, but and yes, I can understand. After like about 50, maybe 20 people, it just gets tiring. But there's something else to think about. If you're in a public space and you are dressed in a way that you draw attention to yourself, or if you do something to draw attention to yourself, people are going to look at you. People are going to interact with you because you attracted their attention. It's kind of like back when I was doing webcomics on a regular basis. My artwork wasn't all that, but it got people's attention. And unfortunately, when I attracted attention, I also attracted negative attention. And that is basically the problem here. Some folks, and I'm not going to specify who, want attention, but they don't necessarily want the negative attention that comes along with it. If you're going to dress in a way that people are going to notice you, or not dress as the case may be, then you kind of have to deal with the good and the bad, or you have to dress appropriately, or you have to not attract so much attention. Now, me, I'm an attention whore. I like attention, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. I wouldn't be on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. Because I want people to notice what I'm doing. And yes, I am going to get back into doing webcomics again. I just haven't found the right project. Well, actually, I do have a project in mind, but that's for a later date. But the thing is, when you attract attention, you have to deal with both the positive and the negative. And that's where people like Sarkeesian and others have messed up. They were trying to attract attention to a project, and they didn't think that they would attract the trolls. And fortunately and unfortunately, the trolls are a natural part of the internet ecosystem. Wherever you have freedom of expression, freedom of opinion, where people are allowed to speak their mind without a whole lot of negative consequences due to the fact that they're anonymous, it's a great avenue for social change. But along with that freedom, sometimes comes negative consequences, like trolls. So, if you don't want the trolls to interact with you, don't ever do anything. Sorry. If you don't want people to notice you, if you don't want people to pay attention to you, if you don't want people to interact with you, don't behave in such a way that you attract people's attention. Because then, what happens is, you're going to get everything and then some. It's just basic common sense stuff here. It's basically obvious stuff. If you don't want people to be upset with you and angry with you, don't state controversial opinions. If you don't want controversy surrounding you, don't attract it. But unfortunately, that's too much work for some people. So we have to deal with what we got. Anyway, fact of life. This is Dumark the Artist signing off. Sanjani Falcha. Have a nice day.